Hello and welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy and today we're going to be doing an off-the-rip video. If you're new to the channel, hello, welcome, come on in. Always got something new. All my returning viewers, you know how we do, so let's go ahead and get to it. So today's off-the-rip video is going to be a Glen Fohdry. Glen Fohdry. I am not going to even try to attempt to pronounce some of these, but it is a Japanese Mizunara. I'm sorry, my Japanese is a little bit rusty, but it's a Japanese oak cask finish. Look at this, look at this, look at this. 47.1, 12-year-old, non-chill filtered. I'm going to say there's probably no color added. Give you just a slow roll down the backside. Let's go ahead and get this open up. All right, all right, all right. Cork pop. Nice. So there's the canister it came in. We'll get a good solid look at. I don't think there's anything more on this that there's not on the bottle. We're gonna just put that off to the side. This was a suggested pick by a very sharply dressed attendant at Total Wine and More. I didn't even lie and look at it. I said, I picked my other two bottles for my standard 3-bottle run. And I asked him, I said, okay. I said, what would you recommend? I said, you see the two that I picked here. I said, pick a third one for me. He picked this one. So there it is. Look at that. That's a nice, beautiful, beautiful color. 12-year, non-chill filtered. I'm going to say it's no color added. On the nose, of course, you got me. Ooh, never ceases to amaze me. Anyways, on the nose, hold on. I apologize about that. I think I'm good. Okay. Cat's chowing down on his dinner. I'm getting a relatively light nose, but it does have a slight bit of complexity to it. It's not very strong, but sometimes when you have an age stated like this, when you got 12 years and you got some good quality, you might not be so pungent on the nose, but there is a little bit of complexity. This is the first Japanese oak finished anything I've had on the channel. Let's go ahead and get that first acclimation pour out of the way. Oh yeah, there's that 47.1%. Where were you on the nose? Where were you on the nose? So Mr. Randy does a 3-part series when he does his reviews for whiskeys, wines, libations of sorts. Part 1, off the rip, get it home, crack it open, have our first pour, share my first impressions with you because that's what we do. Part 2, we call it the full review. We drink it down to about halfway part. We let it sit, open up, off gas if you will. Decide what does it want to do with its life? What does it want to be? In the meantime, I'm going online. I try and find as much as I can, usually come back with as little as possible. But we talk about it, I score it, and continue to drink it because part 3, final pour, all the way down here, we take that final pour, compare it to this first pour off the rip, and everything in between. Oh man. Let's take this second palating and see what she has to say. She's got a little bit of a bite. She's biting as she goes down. I'm getting a lot of lips. Lips are hitting first. Although I did not go full steam, well, with the mouth and the palating, as I do with the finish. This is basically a straight through, over the lips, over the tongue, down the gullet. Ooh, it does got some bite. She kind of claws at you while she's going down. It's pretty mild and mellow on the nose. The palating is much, much different. That's kind of interesting how they suppress anything off the nose, but it's all capsulated. It's all captured in the liquid itself. Let's get one more. I think I get one more off of this. So it's a Speyside single malt. You know, I'm good with Speyside. He did suggest to me a Highland. I told him that Highlands are mostly miss with me, but Speysides are mostly hits with me. And I told him, I said, I got some Islas already. I got some smoky Islas. I need something off the island, off the smaller island, to the mainland, if you will. So I told him he wanted to suggest the Highland, which was over $100, and I said two things. Number one, I don't care for Highlands that much. The other thing is, I can't get that one and these other two. So I said, let's try again. I said, I have rules to the game. As long as I adhere to the rules, the game keeps going. 3 bottles, roughly $100. Yeah. So let's go ahead and do this finish. Light to moderate viscosity, but boy, it does transfer to the mouth. It's mostly going to be straight in the line, the lips, the tongue, and the back of the mouth, the top of the esophagus, where the uvula is. It's a straight shooter. It goes right from the front to the back. It doesn't really hit much up on the sides. Wait a minute. I'm getting some side of the tongue action here going on. Now, yeah, it's sort of coming off the top of the tongue and sort of like creeping down the sides. The cheeks are starting to feel it. It's a late bloomer. I think it's just a late bloomer. The lips are kind of numb. The cheeks are starting to get numb. There's not a lot of pizzazz on the cheeks. It's just sort of like a astringent kind of, they want to just shrivel up and close up. We work that back out. Okay, so the nose comes off relatively light, but beautiful, always beautiful. The palating is a little bit straightforward, but then again, I'm not working it out all over the mouth. I save that for the finish. And it definitely gets all over the place on the finish. It's a little bit of a late bloomer. The cheeks and the lips and the gums, sides of the tongue, that all comes in. It's like a two-parter. You get that straight shooter part up front, and then as that starts to subside, it sort of lays out and spreads itself out. Interesting finish. Very interesting finish. So if you like the video, go ahead and give it the old thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and do so, because there's always going to be great content, great videos coming up. Later this year, I do plan on visiting a few different distilleries. There are so many distilleries. A lot of them are just north of San Antonio. Might even get to go, I'm gonna go up to Still Austin, and I'm gonna get up there at Still Austin. That's my number one with a bullet. I want to go up there to Still Austin. I might even try and see if I can't hook up with Daniel and Rex. And during their next soiree, I think after the weather sort of stabilizes, they might start having some, outings and some cookings and tastings and whatever. I'm gonna see if I can't get up there for one of those. Balcones, Rebecca Creek. I know there's three more I passed by, and I can't remember the names off the top of my head at the moment, but a whole slew of distilleries around San Antonio, just north, between San Antonio and Austin. There's going to be a lot of stuff, because there's a lot of space. There's a lot of space. It was a beautiful drive down, though. There it is. I think the finish is now just now starting to dissipate. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. So there it is. In the comment section, let me know where you're at, what you're drinking, what's going on in the world of libations around you. And as always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. Whew. Come back for the full review. I'm definitely saying it's going to be a good one. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a good one.